Welcome back, guys. We're playing this game called the Stanley Parable. So it starts off here, and there's a annoying narrator.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're gonna enter the door on the right later, and we'll see what happens.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I hear there are multiple endings, and there's even a Rocket League ending. I'll try and get that one. Where do I go? I don't want to go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll go to this desk. It's empty.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could
Where'd
it
everybody
mean?
go?
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began
Is
wildly tearing
everybody
through
like
papers on the
dead?
boss's desk.
Am I in like a dream? Am I in a trance? What is my purpose in this game?
Situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yeah.
What could its purpose be?
Is there a
In
code
fact,
anything
this
like in a
keypad
books?
guarded the terrible secret
Or like
that
in
lay
doors
buried
in level
below his
50?
feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh,
Of
2845.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input
What the code? Am I gonna get jump scared? Oh my god! Oh,
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
sorry, that's my sister. Go down. I want to go to like some secret kind of like, laboratory or something. Oh, we're going into a completely other world. Oh, the sparks.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I think this is another ending, isn't
Although
it?
this passageway had the word escape written on
No,
it,
no,
the
no, no. I'm
truth
gonna do
was
that later
at
in
the
this
end
video.
of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But
I
of
don't want to
course,
die in
Stanley
this
thought
game.
better of it
I
and
think this is the
realized he
main
simply had
ending.
too much
The
to
escape
live
ending I've heard. What was a desk here? And why is there... What do I press? Do I press this button?
for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed
What
with
the
television
hell?
screens.
This is like a bunch
What
of
horrible secret did this
TVs.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have
Is
the
my
strength
mind being
to find
controlled?
out?
Who am I? What is my purpose? Is my name actually Stanley? Oh. So my purpose. The escape ending, do you like walk out through a spaceship?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee
Oh
in the
my
building,
god!
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Oh, there's another bridge.
Nothing.
Oh, is this like an
This mind
elevator?
control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It
Yeah, is
couldn't be
my mind
true.
being
Had
controlled?
Stanley really been under someone's control all
I'm
this
having
time? Was this the only reason he
bunch
was
of
happy with
thoughts.
his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
Yeah, I
to
wouldn't
accept
want
it
this job.
blindly?
Why is there a locked door? Hey, whatever.
No.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I think this leads to, I don't know, some kind of trap door that leads to a pit full of spikes.
Never.
Nothing's good with an elevator that looks like this.
Even possible?
Probably leads to like some sort of
spent his entire
torture
life
room.
utterly blind to the world.
What the hell is happening? Where do I walk? Oh,
But here
there's a
was
room here.
proof, the heart of the operation.
No, this
Controls
is giving
labeled with
me
emotions.
Five Nights
Happy
at Freddy's
or sad
security
or
breach
content. Walking,
vibes.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
What's
decided that
this?
this machinery would never again
Mind
exert
control
its
stuff. So
terrible
it's
power
just
over
oh,
another human
facility
life.
power.
For he would dismantle the controls once
Dismantle
and
the controls.
for
Got it.
all.
Is there like a button saying on or off? Or I don't know, switch? Oh, there's buttons. Press off. What's happening? What's happening? We're gonna get multiple endings in this game. Not just the main one, but we're gonna do the main one first, because we've gotta keep it simple. This is like
Blackness
what.
and a rising chill of
And you know, with the
uncertainty.
left door and the right door, I
Was it
think there's
over?
one for going to the right door, not going to the meeting room, to like taking the detour in the lounge.
He had won. He
What's
had
that?
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's
Where do I go?
command. Freedom was mere moments
I'll
away.
just stay here. It seems to be getting brighter,
even as
that
the immense
light or
door
whatever it
slowly
is.
opened,
Oh,
Stanley
is it
reflected
like
on
opening
how many
up?
puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had
So
his
is it like a
co-workers gone?
bridge?
How had he been freed
What's
from the
under here?
machine's
I don't want to
grasp?
find out.
What
And you
other
can't jump
mysteries
in
did
this game.
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it
Oh,
was
it's a
not knowledge or
staircase.
even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let
Not just
go.
the unnatural
No
light
longer would
of the
anyone tell him where to go,
office.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
What
it
will
will
happen?
be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
No, I don't want to. I want to go back to the office. I want to go to that house.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
What?
The feeling of
I'm
liberation. The immense possibility of the new path
free.
before
Yeah,
him.
I'm free.
This was exactly the way, right now,
Yeah, I'm
that
free.
things were meant to happen. And Stanley
Freedom.
was happy.
I'm free. Freedom. Free. Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So I think there's
Stanley
another
decided to go to the
ending.
meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never
I
functioned
go
well
through the
by
right door.
himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of two
Yeah,
open
I'm
doors,
going
this was
through the
not
right
the correct
door.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley
And
knew
there'll
it
be like
perfectly
this
well.
lounge room.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is
The
it.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. But
You're
eager
supposed to
get
go
back to
through that
business,
door on the
Stanley took the
left.
first open
But
door on his left.
like you have to go through the door on the left. And that's just a detour through there, and you see over there the room with the chair, that's like the meeting room.
Stanley was so
But
bad at following
you can go through
directions, it's
here.
incredible he wasn't 5
And
years
there's an
ago.
ending if you jump off there and you just
Look,
die
Stanley,
and
I think
restart.
perhaps we've gotten
I
off on
guess
the
it counts
wrong
as an
foot here.
ending, but
I'm
we
not
don't
sure,
want that
Stanley, you really
ending.
are not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's her?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to
Ronaldo!
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No, I want to dismantle the wire. Fine, I'll pick up the phone. How do I pick up the phone? I'm trapped in a room by myself. Sorry, just don't. I'll be AFK for a few seconds, okay? Sorry. How do I pick up the phone? What ending is this? Is this like in a hotel?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
I want bread.
Right.
I want bread!
Okay, there we go.
I want
All
bread.
right, now I want you to come
Bread.
in and tell me all about your
I don't care about all this, I just want bread.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd
This
want to
is the
commit
most
their life to you? I'm trying
disrespecting.
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
This is the most disrespecting narrator ever.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Who's this guy?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I'm not gonna press a button. I'm not gonna press a button. I'm gonna watch TV. What's in that room? No, you're not. I wanna escape.
But in his
Fine.
mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face
What
of the
kind of game
earth.
is this?
The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay
This
an enormous
carpet's
round
moldy.
room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
This game's called
Perhaps if he
Stanley
played just
Parable.
one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled.
This is a new ending. I've done some endings before.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What just happened? Well, we're gonna do another ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
We're gonna go
doors,
through the same conveyor belt and everything, but there's this like
Stanley knew it
bridge,
perfectly well.
and if you jump
Perhaps he wanted to
off
stop by
to
the
land on the
employee
bridge,
lounge
apparently
first,
there's
just to admire
the
it.
only thing I've heard. There are these two
Standing
doors.
now in this incredible
Off
room,
camera, I've gone
Stanley
through
for
the blue
first
door. I
time
wanna go
was
through the
prepared
red
to
door
get back to
now.
business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. LOL.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What even
Look,
is this
Stanley, I think
place?
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Look,
I'm not sure
you see that
really
like
understand.
building?
I realize that investing your trust
Over
in
there.
someone else can be difficult.
You see that
but the
bridge?
fact
I'm
is
gonna
that
try
the
and jump
story
on
has
it.
been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
No!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story,
Well,
no one
that's
gets
it
to
for
tell him
this
what to
video.
do.
I'm gonna make a part 2.
Stanley leapt from the
Literally
platform
right now.
and plunged
Goodbye.
to his